This is our VH1 era.
From the Isle of Previously.
Conspiracy theory.
Doo-doo-doo.
I'm on Sexy Watch.
Goal Watch.
Clone watch.
Tyron.
Read alert.
Tyron 2 list.
Double.
Captions crunch.
It's so nice to wear.
You want to wear that top?
My hair bill.
Working models who are working.
It's good, it's round. 24.
Welcome back, because we've done it. We're doing it, and we did it, and we've been doing it, and it's done. We are here at the final episode proper of Podleadum, aka Top Model Podcast spelled backwards. My name is Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and what a description!
I'm JW Crump, and oh my god, it's the end of everything!
And I'm Lex Basile Price, and people think I can't model because I'm a virgin.
What a perfect last quote, honestly.
Because we're here today to discuss the final, so far, episode of America's Next Top Model, Cycle 24, Episode 15, Next Level Fierce, which I have changed to, in keeping with tradition, America's last top model is...
Which is so funny because next is even in the title.
Yep.
Y'all,
It's
can
here.
you believe?
No,
Can
I'm not
you
ready.
Believe? How many episodes total is it? So I know it's different, and we don't have to. What's the estimate? Let's say it's 12 or 13 per cycle.
Mhm.
So 24 times 13. There's over 300 episodes of this show
Oh, yeah.
Well over.
that we've had to watch, mostly Lex because of the recap.
I was talking about it with my husband this morning, and he was like, wow, so you've watched every episode show. And I was like, well, no. But that's only because I took a moral stance.
Well, I did it. Kind of.
Kind of.
I watched it.
I do wonder if I ever, until now, actually had watched every episode. I wonder if in some of the guys and girls cycles and stuff, maybe there was one that I just dipped in and out of. That's me in Survivor season. Sometimes there's one that I'm just like, bye,
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get it on the previous leads. It's fine.
Yeah. But now we have something super embarrassing to say for the rest of our lives that we've seen every episode of America's Next Top Model.
I got into an argument with a friend the other day. We were talking about Jane Seymour. I don't remember why. And this friend was like,
Dr.
Oh,
Quinn.
she was
Or
like-
the wife of Henry VIII. Which
no,
one,
Dr.
Hannah?
Quinn.
Okay.
Dr. Quinn. She was like, oh yeah, she was a judge on America's Next Top Model. And I was like, no, she wasn't.
No, she wasn't.
And my friend was like, no, I'm pretty sure she was. And I was like, trust me, she wasn't.
You're thinking of Paulina Poroskova.
Hannah activated like a sleeper agent who's like, I know every guest.
And my friend was like, oh, because you're an expert. And I was like, yes.
I'm going to call bullshit on anyone who ever tries to come for one of the three of us about top model knowledge.
Now, do we remember everything? No, because we had to purge that information to emotionally recuperate
Yeah.
from the show.
We had to dump trauma.
There are definitely people who know this show more because they've watched it more.
Yes.
But we have watched every single episode and had hour-long conversations.
Yeah, do those people have pages and pages of indecipherable notes that no longer make sense to me? I think not.
Have you had to talk about blackface more than 3 times and make it funny? No.
I do, speaking of that, I do think it's interesting that Hulu took off the Cycle 4 episode, but that Cycle 13 episode's still there.
Also, All Stars.
Uh-huh.
They said only the one that we got criticized for.
No one remembers the biracial beauties episode.
Well, they were short. They were too small to see.
We start hard and fast with a captions crunch.
Yep.
Yeah, we do.
Shanice came from little, updated to nothing. Captions crunch
actually-
said not sad enough.
But also, it makes more grammatical sense.
Yeah, came from little sounds very strange.
Like, the town?
She used
Can
to be
you
shorter.
Can
She
you
came from
imagine
little.
saying that emotionally? Look, I came from little, okay?
Not
Doesn't it?
nothing. But she shed her past. Kyla lost her purpose.
They discovered a talking head with Kyla that they had never used. And they're like, this is the thing now.
And how she's discovered her style. What the
Her supermodel. She discovered her supermodel.
They really want the implied story to be the top model birthed an activist.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Kyla was already doing that beforehand, and also so was Christiana.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kyla wasn't a very good model, and now she's a pretty good model.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is hers can be youngest contestant, least experience. That's fine.
That's enough.
Curvy Christiana turned body positivity into high fashion. Fun.
She turned an ideal into capitalism.
Because curvy girls have never been high fashion before.
And then get goddamn ready.
Oh, this has to be the grossest pun that Tyra has ever committed.
Gina faced alopecia head on, was eliminated, came back, was eliminated again, and came back again.
Stronger than before.
Broken.
Also, all of that happened in the last 2 episodes. She really does look super tiny next to all of them hugging,
She
though.
sure does.
And she sure is a fidgeter, because her little thumb stroking Shanice's waist is so weird.
Shanice said, please stop.
Yeah, Shanice said, please stop to this entire show, because Shanice's big eye roll when she hears that they have to immediately go from panel to Philip Plein for a fitting, you can hear this eye roll.
Because Philip Plein spoke to her.
Yeah.
She knows. But also, of course, Gina's gonna get through. She was just cast in the show.
She's still holding that PP logo.
I think Shanice knows that when they said you could be eliminated at any time, they were talking to her.
Yes.
Because it's a runway.
Why do we have to always go to Philip Plein's store in the dead of night?
Yeah, seriously, what are these store hours? Why is this a thing?
Also, when you look up Philip Plein Beverly Hills, I think this is the perfect time to talk about it. When you look up Philip Plein Beverly Hills, what you actually get is his house, his $280 million mansion that has columns in the yard.
Are they giant skulls?
Nope. The giant skulls are inside. Let me share my screen so Hannah and JW can see some of the interior shots.
Are we gonna Zillow?
I mean, I remember a little from his salon.
No, it's worse. It is worse. So that is the entryway.
Versailles.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, mirrored Versailles.
A gold-plated
Stop it.
arcade cabinet.
What game?
Chateau Falcon View. Because that's what he named his house.
So he has a bespoke game?
There's no game in it.
Wow.
Because I would say, if it had been a real game in there,
Sure.
like NBA Jam was up in there, I'd like that.
The Simpsons.
Leopard print ceilings. The weirdest bathtub I've ever
It's
seen in my life.
It's a geotub. Oh my god, I wasn't ready for geotub.
Yeah. It's
Lex, I think you need to share the title of this article considering what we featured on a recent episode.
great. Go to High Snobbity.
No. Just please, for our listeners, read the title of this article.
Oh, Philip Plein's $200 million mansion is even tackier than Drake's.
You mean Aubrey?
Anyway, it's surprising though when he's
I was
very
about to say that was, but that was,
tacky.
yeah, but also that was not a surprise. That's exactly what his store looks like.
I do want to call out the excellent top model math that we get in this final episode, courtesy from Kyla. This is our 3rd time in the final 4. And there was an extra time for the not final 4.
And then she said, 4 is my least favorite number now.
Now she believes in Chinese numerology and is like, 4 is unlucky.
I'm also obsessed with the Christiana winning, supercut.
Is it 6?
Yes. Also, Christiana said, this is my only thing I don't like about Christiana, the way she interacts with her challenge wins. Because she says, in the beginning, I won a lot of challenge. In the beginning? Most recently.
She won half. And
she
then
won a lot in the beginning and then stopped for a little while and then won a bunch more.
won 2 more. To be fair, she did win 4. She won twice as many in the beginning.
I just think Christiana can push she has so many narratives. I'm sorry, you're not going to give me underdog, Christiana.
Yeah, take the narrative off.
You know what they say when you leave the house?
Take off one narrative.
She was putting on armor to deal with Philip Pline telling her to stop breathing.
Before we get to him being gross in person, let's get to him being gross in the archival footage. Because riding on the back of the motorcycle at his own runway show tells you everything you need to know about this man.
Why did we decide that Ed Hardy needed a German version?
Swiss.
Oh, sorry. Swiss cheese describes Philip.
But the neighborhood smell like cocoa.
We all knew how he was going to be with Christiana.
Of course.
He wasn't hiding it at last week's panel. But your body moves too much.
When he tells her that she walks like a spring horse, when I typed that in, the first thing I got was spring conditioning. Get your horse fit from Horse Illustrated.
Horse Illustrated.
Yeah, it's a magazine, I assume. But what? Number
it's
one.
It's also so funny because, well, it's not funny, but it's interesting to me that apparently also that's one of Christiana's bully words. I was like, oh, this is a nightmare. She's holding it together as well as literally anyone could be asked to hold it together in a competition setting. Because I think Christiana's like, I'm going to get eliminated right here.
Yeah. When this man is telling me you have difficulties controlling your body.
You shoved her big old boobies in a corset. What did you expect was going to happen?
You had just talked about this, JW, about how it's been so refreshing to have a curve contestant who has not run into any this doesn't fit you situations.
We don't have anything for you. Yeah.
Until the final episode for the final runway show.
Which makes it extremely clear that this is a problem with certain myopic designers.
Because she's won
not the industry necessarily. It is an industry problem for sure, but it's because of individual designers.
Especially when we flash back to the first episode where she won the New York Fashion Week runway.
Yeah, everyone else wants to work with her.
And Phil has no desire. He also says, less walk of shame, more walk of fame.
That was to Shanice, right?
Yes.
Yeah. This is when we get a little bit of Shanice's backstory, and unfortunately you can tell where this is coming from narratively, where she says that her brother told her to just go out and kill it, and that really hit my heart, that he was just like the kind of brother that really just wanted to see his sister succeed.
I super respect Gina playing Phil like a damn fiddle.
Yeah. Yep.
I got nothing but respect for that.
I want a pair of your shoes and a jacket. Oh, really?
Amazing.
She knows exactly what this and who this man is.
Yep.
And then Kyla reminds us of one of her narratives, one of the few that we got enough of, that she was an athlete. Because she's like, yeah, my dad was an asshole in the stands. Doesn't
I can deal with assholes. Yep. I'm glad that Phil was not given executive powers to eliminate someone at his store.
I thought it was going to happen, though.
I was worried.
I think they all were worried.
Yeah. Because they all said, oh, okay, we're all leaving.
The only person that wasn't worried, Gina.
Yeah. And like, honestly, here's the thing. I'm glad Gina got a win.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, Gina's been just through the ringer recently. Let her have a day. Let her have an afternoon off or night or whenever in time we are.
You know, well, middle of the night for sure.
Also, I forgot to say it, but we see a glimpse of Phil's back. Could you imagine being the kind of person that wears your own name on your jacket?
I'm gonna say this in general. I get that sometimes part of getting a luxury item is letting other people know that it's a luxury item. Sure. I've never been a fan of any brand that has the name of the brand as such a big part of the design. And I mean from Hollister to, whatever.
I just don't like being a billboard. I've always felt that way. But also, there are very, very few designers that you can think of that do this. wear their own merch.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not luxury. You didn't buy it.
Yeah, I can only see it if they were like hosting their own fashion show. And you're like,
Sure.
yeah, I'm just going to wear an extra piece.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Sure. But just, he seems to only wear his own clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I think he made clothes for himself.
Yeah.
Back at the house, finally Christiana gets to be the one crying in the closet.
Yeah.
How many times is this show gonna trigger potentially the nicest person who's ever been on it?
And also, that makeup was not ready.
No.
No.
It was really nice
Mm-hmm.
to see Kyla and Shanice come and try to comfort her.
Mhm.
Shanice saying, you know
Yep.
what, sometimes people just need to be alone. But then being like, if you need us, please come and talk to us.
Mhm.
It was
We're
just
here for you.
so needed in a way that this show hasn't shown.
The three of them seem to have a honest friendship,
Yes.
Yeah.
which is very nice. And you can always tell, too. I think there's a lot of different types of crying. And Christiana's doing the lip quivering crying.
Mhm.
That's the breaking down crying.
Yeah.
But a part of me, it's unfortunate because I think Christiana from last episode and this episode is mostly defeated.
Mhm.
I was really hoping that this was just a release that she needed and then she would snap back. But I think this actually just opens up something that she
Yeah.
can't bottle back up.
Yeah, I don't think she had enough time to
Yeah.
snap back.
Do we think there was more that was said to her? Or do we think that it was enough, that what we saw was enough to trigger?
I'll spoil the Where Are They Now? I think we heard most of it
Okay,
because she repeats back almost word for word just what we heard on the show.
got it.
I think it's also, she seems like the kind of person who is devastated by the idea of disappointing people. And with the judges telling her last week that they're disappointed, that they expect more, all of that stuff, it's a hard time to hear it for someone who has been doing so well. And who doesn't have time within their million narratives to make it a bump in the journey, because we're too late at the end.
No robe. Where
There's
did
the
we
row. Where did
get
we come
that
up
from?
with this? Our fever dream.
It was
I was
Rita.
so sad for y'all.
It must have been Rita. I really thought it was.
I think they refilmed. There was something. I don't know. Whatever. I'm in the wrong timeline, I guess.
You know I'm on your side.
I know.
remember it.
Spread.
Also,
Lies.
Where's this outfit, Shanice? I love this wine-colored pencil skirt and black top. Where's Shanice been hiding this great outfit?
Maybe it's in the set that Drew blended into at the studio.
The magic eye puzzle that Drew made of his body.
Why are we acting like they're going to get a spread in Paper Magazine when over and over they keep saying your photo?
This begins me being angry at the show.
Oh yeah, the rest of this is just kind of a downhill slog of being upset at the decisions that are being made.
Yeah, and the editing shenanigans have never been more egregious.
Also, I'm gonna say it, I feel bad for Drew. Why does Drew, by themselves, have to deliver this?
Where was
Well,
Tyra?
We have an
Come
ADR.
Or even Ashley, Law, anybody else?
Mhm.
We have an ADR about. Well, we learned Drew didn't invite anyone to set. We have an ADR.
They said they were invited and said no.
We have an ADR about their body of work. So that means Shanice is cut. But it makes it. Why was this not just done at panel? There was no need. They could have just said it got down to who was going to be better in the runway or whatever.
Well, this is also going to be our first elimination of 2 this episode with no explanation. No actual explanation.
No.
Just you're done, bye. We picked you, bye.
It feels cruel to do this.
What's the point? Who is this for?
I've not liked this pattern that modern top model has gotten into of eliminating people right before a thing, right before a runway, right before. If you do it after, if you Hannah from Alaska someone after something, I would have, even though I don't want it to be from him, narratively, I think it would have made more sense to eliminate someone after this runway and fitting thing.
Yes.
Because they did a thing and could get judged for it. But now it's just as if they didn't have the color green and only had red, yellow, and blue.
Yeah,
so
they only
Shanice
had
can't
time
photo.
to build 3 sets.
Yeah. Sorry. don't have enough fake phones for everybody, I guess.
Though Gina's reaction of good riddance,
This is where she's helping the show too much.
Yes.
Yeah. I did like her earlier one prior where she's like, it's not going to be me.
Yes, that was fine.
Honestly, that could have been taken from any point in the show, though.
Yeah.
But
I think Gina is at this place where she knows none of them really like her.
yeah.
So I think she's just like, why do the lip service of saying that I care? And because the show has anointed her villain, they're not going to get anything mean from Kyla and Christiana about Shanice.
No.
So they have to have somebody.
She's also seen the judges act really into her being...
Savage.
Yes.
Yes.
So why would she not do that if it's working for her in the competition?
Do you want to do Shanice's update now?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to warn, it's a short one. One of the shortest we've ever had. In fact, the first Reddit post you'll see when you search her name is just people being like, is everyone surprised at the fall off? So, just so you know, Shanice Carroll. Her Instagram is girl, that's Shanice. And she has about 29,000 followers, but she only has 19 posts. I don't think this is a very active account. Now she's a licensed esthetician for the Eyebrow Club. And she links to the Eyebrow Club's website to get their services and things like that. And I'll be honest, y'all, except for the Drew interview, which does have some interesting stuff in it, that's kind of it. There's just not a lot of Shanice. And anything I did find was like one or two kind of test shoot things. It doesn't seem like pursuing modeling really happened for her afterwards. There's a chance I could be wrong, but her name is, I think, unique enough, Shanice Carroll, that I think I would have found her. Shanice Carroll model, you know?
Yeah.
The Drew interview, though, she looks great. And she said that she's been auditioning a lot and that she even auditioned when she was 15.
Wow.
Just to see what would happen. And she made she's very funny in this interview. And she says, oh, you have so many hairstyles on me. Every year. I was like, I tried it with braids. I tried it with a wig.
That's great.
I tried it with, She was like, I finally found the one y'all liked. She is rooting for Kyla to win. It works out. And she said that Rio and Gina, she didn't feel that they were real enough to be Shanice's friends. And she says, I'm not going to hang out with Gina. She's nice, though. I'd like a pic on Instagram.
Savage. Actually savage.
Actual savagery.
And then maybe this could be our final thing you won't cross-stitch, Tana. She says, where they're talking about the desert shoot with the blowing wind and all that stuff. Because they talk about Gina a lot. This kind of ends up being an interview about Gina.
Sure.
Frankly. She says, it hit all of us in the head if it hit Gina in the head.
The way she said it hit no one in the head.
Yep.
My head, your head, Gina's head.
She says that when the show premiered, she couldn't even hear it because her mom and sister were screaming so much every time she was on screen. She says her mom's like her biggest fan. She also said, I didn't know I had that many friends in Murfreesboro.
Yeah, because you hate it so much.
She was like, whoops.
Ooh.
They both talk about how good Tyra smells. Because
Feels right, actually.
There's always a question about, like, what's it like to be in front of Tyra? And Shanice is like, she smells good. And Drew's like, she does smell good.
I bet Tyra lotions.
Yeah. And then, you know, that quick thing at the end where they're like, who's the messiest? Who's the whatever?
Yes.
We start with the final four. We have different answers finally.
Ooh.
Because I think a lot of them were the answers. So now they're
Having to guess other people.
Yeah. She says that Kyla was the horniest.
Well,
but then what's
she
funny...
did give her a lot of shit about Director X.
But then what's funny is Christiana also names Kyla too. So I think if you were there long enough, you're like, Shanice actually isn't the horniest. It's Kyla. And that's kind of it. Yeah.
I didn't remember that Shanice got this far, but I'm glad that she did. I don't like how the show, with a lot of these people, right, flipped the edit on her.
Yeah.
I remembered very little about Shanice, and I ended up liking her a lot this cycle. She had moments where I was like, you're going a little bit further than you need to.
Yeah.
But I just really enjoyed her. She was fun. She had fun friendships. I love the her and Brendy K friendship. That was a great little feature of the cycle.
Her and Kyla's really cute.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of... And I think she had some really good photos.
Yes.
I do think that she probably realistically had the most uneven portfolio of the Final Four. Like, her elimination, how it happens is garbage.
Yes.
The fact that she's fourth doesn't feel unearned to me.
That feels right.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I also think that, once again, she would have benefited from some training.
Yep. Actual runway training.
I would have loved to have seen her and Miss J interact.
Oh.
Yes. Oh my god, can you imagine Christiana and Miss J? This whole cast and Miss J would have been great.
I do like that as we come back, they do a collage fade out and then squeeze in.
Squish.
I wish they had always done that. Always reorder them, baby.
And then Mickey Boardman
Again.
runs in like he's a fucking quarterback at the Super Bowl.
And once the burden of eliminating Shanice is off of Drew's tiny shoulders, he becomes way too activated.
These images are going to be disruptive and zing through Instagram. Zing.
Every time I post a photo, I'm like, well, that's a real Instagram zinger.
Zing.
People are like going to say Kim Kardashian who?
Zing. He's suddenly Zingbot. My backup quote was, "Let's take her off her cloud and put her in a wig."
He loves talking about the cloud.
Ooh,
I do like that basically everyone got the same setup.
Yes.
Though, was this not the brief from last season's paper shoot?
Kinda.
Sexy secretaries?
He loves a corded phone. I'm gonna say this before we even get there. I don't think any of these photos are good. And I think they are so overstyled.
I like one of them. Yeah. I will say this is kind of an aesthetic I like. And I think this is the more successful version of the thing that was last season.
I also enjoy the aesthetic. I feel like, I don't know if it's like not lit
I
well
think there's
for me.
some weird color correction issues going on.
I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
It was like they were trying to match the colors, but they weren't right on set, and so they tried to fix it, and there's something funky.
Also, in a season that has been so wig-focused, the fact that none of these wigs are applied properly. Why?
Because they were the same wig for all three of them, except not.
Yeah, I think it's really weird that they had these big cartoonish wigs and then decided to try it without a wig for Gina for a bit. I'm like, well, yeah, hers is going to look so different then.
But
it's also so bogus to be like, Gina, you have to be able to work the bald every time. And I'm like, when did she not? Up until this point. When was that ever an issue?
Also, I'm going to call fucking shenanigans when Mickey Boardman, during Christiana's blue shoot, yells, "That's the cover." That's not even the prize, but also that means that photo was excellent.
Yeah. I think that one thing we can realize is there actually is a pit crew on Top Model, and they come with Mickey Boardman because all of these identical black tank top wearing men who were just running around PAing all the time.
But also, why is Mickey Boardman really here? What is Mickey Boardman adding that Drew isn't supposed to be doing?
Just there to gas up Drew?
Was there for the runway show early. The flight got in. I love this one little moment where Kyla is holding a small bubble.
Caramel.
Y'all.
Oh.
Y'all.
Well, hello, bald and beautiful, curvilicious, and biracial butterfly.
Somewhere Jade is screaming.
Suing. Paperwork filed.
I can't believe we got more supermodel superhero names at the very end.
But also, Gina just got her other paper shoot. Bald Beauty again.
Somewhere Trixie Mattel is screaming.
They went, podcast title.
For different reasons.
So they head to Barker Hangar, a hangar in Santa Monica that was originally built by Bill Lear, the inventor and founder of the Lear jet.
Cool.
He was going to build a private fleet of jets, but was denied permission by the city, so he sold it and was like, well, never mind then.
Love someone who can pivot.
This entertainment venue is too big for this particular event.
Yeah, because it holds 3,000 people.
Yeah.
It's hosted the MTV Movie Awards.
So silly. When this is like a runway show for 50 people.
No, JW, there are so many people here.
Oh.
It was used as a small-scale supermarket set for the 2020 version of Supermarket Sweep.
Now
during
I like it.
COVID.
Now I'm back. This is definitely one of Christiana's winning law-styled outfits, right?
Yeah.
This orange
Oh,
outfit
yeah.
with the leather coat over it. I think
For
she already had the
sure.
leather coat. But
I think
the
everything
orange,
she's been wearing in these last couple episodes.
Yeah.
which is smart.
Captions also crunches a chow that it credits to Christiana that definitely never happens.
Maybe it was from one of the 3 randos that were sitting in the audience before anyone else was there.
And did it stand for crop it out, silly? What was it? What was Joe?
It stands for Italian, for bye.
But none of this matters. None of this matters when Tyra rolls up.
Well,
She doesn't actually
before
roll
Tyra
up here.
went-
She doesn't actually roll up here, but we got a preview of it.
Yeah.
We got an invite my only in episode coming up that I
Yeah.
enjoyed. Because we got a preview of what Tyra painted on her forehead.
This is the last look she ever wore.
So, the models are told that the other models are there.
Except for the quitters.
Except for quitters. Kyla runs up and hugs Sandra and Ryan. And then we get the latest new storyline.
Who knew?
Kai Sairai!
But there's no I in Sandra.
No, they just threw one in there for her. The I is from Virgin.
And other new storyline, Liberty and Christiana were best friends since episode 1.
One's a
Democrat and
cat.
Republican together.
One's a cat, one's a dog. One's sloppy, one's neat.
And
Yeah. Well, who knew that Liberty was besties with Christiana? Also, I guess it's not surprising, maybe, but Christiana has never mentioned her political affiliation, and now she's just like, and I'm a Democrat.
and then no one greets Gina.
Suddenly, Christiana and Rio are besties.
That feels like,
Lounging besties.
that feels very pointed from Rio.
Yeah, Rio is bitter in a way that doesn't make sense to me because Gina didn't steal your spot.
No.
In a literal sense, I guess she did, but Gina was just trying to get any spot back, and you got eliminated.
But I did appreciate Rio just fully copping to being very bitter.
Yeah, she knows it, I guess. I guess there's some self-awareness there, but she acts like Gina got the chance to choose who she replaced.
Did we remember that Christina is also Team Christiana? And is that just because their names are similar?
Yes.
I think so. I also love that Christina eats a full bag of chips, and we get to see the journey of this bag of chips from full to empty over several clips. It's like salt and vinegar like me.
Christina munched so that Taylor from Big Brother could land a Lay's commercial.
Mhm.
Stacey has a flight later today, so
Pops in and out.
yep. She just comes in to say hi and to yell at Christiana a little bit.
They put Christiana back in this dress that still doesn't fit. And I think she's crying because her boobs hurt so bad.
I am of two minds about Stacey McKenzie's pep talk to Christiana because on the one hand, I think this is partly why she loses.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that
Yep.
people are seeing this.
hmm
I do like the phrase, instead of just stop crying, even though she says that too,
Yeah.
that putting on your ego.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
I think putting on your ego is better advice than stop crying. It's just
Yes.
saying mask up with some arrogance for a bit.
I was okay with basically everything except stop crying. And the idea that tears at this moment are insulting and make you weak.
Or
That whole
unwarranted.
concept,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
And also, why does Stacey not stay for the show?
Y'all, I'd be fascinated to know what Stacey McKenzie's contract for this season was like. What was she supposed to do? When was she needed? How many episodes was she contracted for?
It's
Mhm.
weird.
It's truly like she had another gig that she was always going between.
Yes.
Who are you, Rita Ora? And then the goddess of fierce death emerges to say hello.
But
She kept so much gold from that gold shoot to plop all over her body.
I can't believe that she didn't wear an actual Coachella headband.
Why did she paint it?
And it's so thick and texturized.
And doesn't go all the way to her hairline.
No.
It's also just the little splotches everywhere else.
Everywhere. Little
But also-
splotches everywhere. My favorite bestseller.
Who would have guessed that Goddess of Fierce was truly her favorite character?
Yeah.
I think we might have. To be fair.
And then the fact that she only wears this outfit to come backstage, but then wears a different version of this outfit.
Different but similar. And the headband stage.
And the headband stage. A lot of work went into that painted headband.
So much setting spray.
And then, get ready, because Tyra, newly bemommed, has decided that this is also a surprise partner model runway.
I wrote, and here comes the cast of Erin's next reality show.
This is where she got the idea, I think.
Honestly, maybe that's the contestants. And Erin was in the background being like, okay, Desiree, bring him in.
And Tyra hugged that bald child so hard. She made that child cling to her.
I'm going to say, if you're going to, I appreciate the representation for that young girl. All the kids seemed fun and cool and nice, and I'm not going to judge kids on a reality
Not one chubby
show.
kid, though.
No.
Well,
Though I do assume they're all working child models who are
There
child
was an
working.
old child. There was
Or
an
at
Aaron
least
child.
A very tall one.
Yeah. I kind of wish they had just gone all in and just brought a mini-me for all of them.
Yes.
Agreed.
Like, I want a
100%.
one-to-one comparison.
Oh my god,
Yes.
could you imagine a child with a highlighter green wig on?
I'm imagining it right now.
And that little kid goes up to Christina and is like, who are these bitches? I agree. Finally, someone
My
for
new
Christina.
vessel is here.
Even though they were eliminated, there is one child who's brought on to be Vega. Just running around the set, causing mayhem.
Like, too young to be there, truly. Not that that was Vega's deal,
Like a
but
full toddler.
Just like, ah!
no, I like the idea that Christina gets 55,000 children, and it's the little Christinas behind her.
An army of petite highlighter wigs.
It's all the past Christinas that she's lived through.
You get a little monologue, a little self-congratulations from Tyra. You know we're all about pushing the barriers of beauty and opening up those gates so that so many girls can go through that I am beautiful door.
Not the I am ugly door. Stay away, children.
Once you push through the barriers and walk through the gates, you get to open the door.
Yeah, what a
and meet the
labyrinth of
final
entrances.
boss.
Me, the goddess of fierce.
And then Tyra says, okay, I'm done. You supervise these children.
And Phil's face, when we ever see Phil looking at these children, it's just like, when do they leave?
I wrote the note. Hope these kids are sexy enough for Philip Klein.
Oh. I want to give Gina a flower.
Okay.
She was very nice to several of the kids. You could tell that she was good with the kids.
Gina is fully fine with all of these children.
Yeah. And we have to give that flower now because later they're going to act like she sinned. Can I say the list?
The guest list?
Of the guest list? Because
Please.
you know there's one person that means so
Of
much
course.
to me.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Blackwell.
With his boyfriend.
Mhm.
Yep. And then a duo. Mickey Boardman and apparently one of their besties, Natalie from The Facts of Life, Mindy Khan. Who's also voice of Velma.
Yeah. So what I found out about Mindy Khan is she was discovered when the Facts of Life producers and Charlotte Ray went to her school, and she was assigned by the principal to be the tour guide.
Yep.
And they were so enchanted, and Charlotte Ray was like, she reminds me of my best friend from school named Natalie, that they created the part because of how charming Mindy Khan was.
She had never acted before. She was cast on the show because basically Charlotte Ray was like, we gotta have her. She's so great. Find out if she's interested. Because they were doing their work and going to actual girls' schools.
Yeah.
So she was the Christiana.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a really
honestly.
wholesome story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mindy Khan is one of my favorite people. I've always loved The Facts of Life, and I find it very fascinating that all of them are still friends many years later. But Mindy Kahn's one of those people that she was like famously Natalie for 9 seasons.
Yeah.
And then got the voice of Velma on most of the modern Scooby-Doo. So she's always been a working actor on like 2 big characters.
Yeah.
She is very pro LGBTQ and
Nice.
ally on ally on ally. She pops up in like my like gay friends random short films. She'll just like, yeah, I'm happy to do it. She seems lovely.
She seems lovely.
Patrick Starr,
Contractually obligated.
Mhm.
Alec Monopoly,
Not Orville Peck. Not Orville Peck.
which I'm sorry, sounds like a fake person.
Oh, yeah. Did you know that Mr. Monopoly's first name was Alec?
Alec? This is actually modern son for the new Monopoly games.
So he is a artist. The reason he is here is Monopoly's work has been purchased by such notable people as Philip Pline.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go.
Stacey McKenzie for a minute.
For a minute. He looks like, I know neither of you grew up in Southern California, so you won't get this reference. But for the listeners that did, they will. They'll fun. At Knott's Berry Farm, which was a theme park in Southern California.
Familiar
Orange
with
County.
it from the show.
Yeah. There used to be, I don't think there probably is anymore. It seems maybe a little gauche. There was a ride experience in the old western part of Knott's Berry Farm where you would get on a train and then train robbers would hijack the train
Fun.
and you had to be like, oh no. That's what Alec Monopoly looks like.
Got it. I see it. Like I mentioned, Stacey McKenzie's here until she can leave.
Yep.
Swoozie. And then, almost better than Mindy Kahn,
Yep.
Marissa Hopkins from last cycle. Just here.
Not India.
No.
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 I mean, Marissa wasn't even a finalist.
She just lives in LA.
Yeah, I honestly think that there's just a blanket invite to fill up the crowd.
To be
Just
fair,
like
Philip Pline.
Philip Pline.
Yeah, Philip Pline loved Marissa.
Mhm.
That's true, actually.
I wasn't prepared for a trauma monologue. A traumalogue?
Drama.
This was classic top model
Oh, yeah.
nonsense, though. I think it's
Oh,
important.
yeah.
If you haven't heard it, I think it might be fun if we just listen to the monologue.
Yeah, because I started writing all these down and then I got overwhelmed.
We live in a world that for so long has defined beauty in the narrowest of terms. Be this tall, be this color, weigh this much. But this definition of beauty is not the truth. It's a lie, a painful lie. It tells the vast majority of us that we are not good enough and never will be.
I've been judged for my shape and size my whole entire life.
Because I'm skinny, people think I don't eat.
Because I'm a woman, people doubt me.
People thought less of me because I didn't have enough.
People think I can't model because I'm a virgin.
I considered getting my lips reduced because I thought they were too big.
People tell me I'm too old to model.
After my brain injury, I lost my sense of purpose.
My hair was always perfect, so everybody thought my life was perfect. My life was perfect.
It's time for the lies to stop. So, what is beauty? Beauty is ebony. Beauty is alabaster, yellow, brown. Beauty is tall, short, thick, curvy, and narrow. Beauty is being your true self. Look in the mirror. Beauty is you.
So we get to deep dive into what just occurred.
Mhm.
Because while you might hear it, and if you haven't seen the episode, we get flashes of past contestants.
Right before we get there, do you mind if we talk about a couple of the lines from
Yeah.
this cycle?
Yeah.
Because I love that Liberty wouldn't give them something about being Republican. She
Nope.
actually said something feminist.
Do we
Like,
think
because I'm a woman, people doubt me. I wish she'd been like, my small business, it's going to the top.
do we think Maggie, who we see for a flash, said, "No one thinks I can be homegirl because I'm white"?
And then they show Cora and she's like, I don't think Maggie can be homegirl.
Stop it.
This is where, inexplicably, for a couple seconds, Sandra actually became my favorite model
Yes.
this cycle. Because she had nothing.
People said I can't model because I'm a virgin, but what they don't know, my secret, I just can't model.
I just love her. Nothing bad has ever happened to me, and I feel great.
And I'm beautiful.
And I'm not actually saying that nothing bad has ever happened to
I know.
Sandra.
Sure.
But she is just so well adjusted, unbothered.
It kind of
yeah,
is great to be beautiful.
I'm sorry. Sandra, to me, I've come around.
I love it.
I've come around. I still think she cannot model.
No. You don't need to think she's a good model. But I'm saying as a character,
Yes.
I know that we went into this a lot because of like
Me.
a lot of our opinions on most of these folks have changed.
Yeah.
And Sandra's the biggest one. Sandra is your Leo Tipton. My Leo Tipton.
yeah.
When I was like, no, never. Yo, shut up. And now I'm like one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
Iconically sleeping through the fights.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire wrong. So then I'm doing IT, and when I go to plug the servers in, they become sentient, and they won't let us access our network unless we forward their chain emails and memes to more and more and more people, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant finds and invites best fit candidates to apply, so you can discover talent you may have missed. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Well, the holidays have come and gone once again, but if you've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift, well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half off unlimited wireless. So here's the idea. You get it now, you call it an early present for next year. What do you have to lose? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Limited time 50% off regular price for new customers. Upfront payment required. $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds may slow after 50 gigabytes per month when network is busy. See terms.
So we get Ebony, Flash of Winter Krista. Alabaster, Winner, Allison Harvard.
Truly wish she had said Ivory.
Right?
Ebony. Ivory.
Then
it is funny that we get just winners, then runners up, and then finalists.
Yep. And then Yellow, which can we talk about? We should never be saying anyone is yellow unless they have jaundice.
Yeah.
Well, it's also even worse because they didn't say black and white.
Nope.
No.
They said ebony and alabaster. So I'm like, then you gotta change all the words.
Yellow and brown.
Uh-huh.
So yellow is third place, short Jen.
And these are a lot of the Tyra photos as well.
Of course.
So it's Jen's screaming, pulling scarf thing. It's like she's saying, I'm too big for this now.
Wow.
Then brown, winner Jasleen.
What if it had been Dion?
Oh my.
And it's the Four Faces where they changed the name.
Then we have tall, winner Anne, obviously. Short, winner Nicole. Then thick, winner Whitney. Curvy, winner Takara.
Uh-huh.
And I know she said narrow, but it kind of sounds like she says normal.
I also heard normal.
Not winner Leela.
Narrow is also... Why would you pick narrow when you just talked about how the problem is how narrow beauty is? Just pick a different word.
Also, I didn't recognize Leela. I don't know if my brain erased this photo, but that was the one that, like everyone else, I was like, oh, I could type it in real time.
Yeah.
But I was like, what the fuck's that?
But we didn't have anyone healthy or relatable?
I'm sorry. They should have put one of Laura James on there.
Yes.
It's like...
Replace narrow with healthy.
Super relatable.
Then they have
But it's a photo. Sorry, it's a photo of her from SWAT.
Yes.
Or whatever that show is she's on.
Then they have true self, not winner Winnie Harlow.
Some of these people just won life.
And then Tyra.
But I'm sorry. By now, didn't Winnie Harlow have a bad relationship with Tyra? Come on.
Must. Absolutely.
Yeah.
This was Tyra saying, don't you forget.
This,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, fully.
100%.
Because she wasn't even in a category. She was just added.
I also think this is so funny that they didn't include one male contestant.
No, it's all become about female beauty again.
Yeah.
But it would have been so easy if you're making a list to be like, even though I don't think that's binary.
Deaf.
If you could have been like, but you could have literally been like, you could have included Niall. You could have honestly, Keith won, slap him in there for something. Like, it's so weird what Top Model tries to erase in this latter half of Top Model.
Fully,
y'all love Corey.
And you didn't want to say like queer or something?
So then we have the children walks, which are not notable except for Juan.
I would like to say here that I don't think anybody does their best walk because they're walking on AstroTurf.
Of course.
And they're walking with someone who's, except for Cora's partner, so much shorter than them that you're like dragged down.
Even when they walk by themselves, the AstroTurf is clearly a problem.
Yeah.
That's true. So most of this is cute.
Mm-hmm.
But then Gina. They act like Gina pushes her child off the runway.
I literally rewound because I was like, oh, did I miss something?
Me too.
This interaction seemed very normal.
Because she let go of the child's hand so that they could pose.
And then throw the flowers from their basket.
And then didn't grab hands again. And Tyra audibly is like, what?
Tyra and Drew saw something that no one else did.
She threw some pearls down in front of the child or whatever, like tripped her a little bit.
I also did love that Christiana was clearly given a shyer child model. Because when Christiana gets to the end, she goes, pose. And I thought that was sweet.
Yeah.
Shanice and her kid had a very cute moment at the end of the runway where the kid jumped up to give high fives.
Yeah. Honestly, after all that walking stuff, I thought Shanice both had one of the better walks and did one of the cuter kid things.
And I gotta say, it just shows you how far removed the show is from reality. Kyla dragging that coat on the ground is something that would have gotten her eliminated in an earlier cycle.
But she was totally told by Philip to do that.
To make it look cool?
Yeah,
rock and roll it.
She did it at the store, too.
Wild. A wild request.
He couldn't wait to get rid of these children. He said, no kids. No kids here.
Kyla does look best in the clothes.
Yes.
Both the, like, sort of more romantic floaty ones and the more, like, traditional Phil...
Yeah.
But
sequin
I think
galore.
Her walk is a bit stiff for me.
Yeah.
Christina looked great.
Christina, they say it from the judging panel. Christina looked amazing and her walk was stunning.
Cora's ass is fully out.
Rio gets this hideous faux chap gown. And then poor Shanice has her vagina outlined in roses.
There were a lot of nether region outlines going on.
Yeah.
Christiana walked too fast, but she was told
to.
She was, but I gotta say, if I hadn't heard that, even I was like, well, this is fast. We're at a light jog now.
Phil ruined her walk.
Yeah.
Yes. And then Gina has a good walk.
Yep.
See, I disagree. Gina had one of those classic dead arm things.
Yeah, her one arm was
moving.
going way too much compared to
And
the
then
other
she
one.
She didn't walk in the middle.
Yes. The more egregious thing, and it's not necessarily her fault, when they have the three of them walk out together, Gina is in one outfit, and Kyla and Christiana are in the same dress.
Yeah.
And also, Gina's far in front. It was very weird.
Well, why have them walk together like that?
It was funny that for some reason, this is the first time Ashley sees Gina as a viable model because she's like, who cares how short she is? She looks good.
I thought she had the fiercest walk of the final three.
I do think, I think Christiana's walk was rough stuff all the way around.
Yeah.
Sabotage or no,
it was not good.
No.
And you could tell how disappointed Ashley Graham was when she saw that walk. She was like, oh no.
Yeah. Also, what happened to the audio? We have so many weird moments when the judging panel was walking up, music, silence. We never hear applause, and it's like we didn't get audio in the moment of the show because the music is not mixed with audio from the show.
Maybe Ashley Graham's outfit was too loud. Because this is what I'm talking about when I said that I assumed that they were contractually obligated to wear Philip Plein pieces.
The amount...
Because this top...
Speaking of pieces...
there is just crap hanging off of this woman's chest.
The amount of jewelry on her cleavage.
It's a mound.
And then no bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Her outfit, this is not meant to stand outside of a desk.
Mm-mm. Horrendous. A crime.
It was rude to send her to go talk to... Also, why didn't Tyra come and talk to everyone after they walk?
Reapplying gold stickers.
She was sweating that headband off.
Woo. So we had to on-stage panel, but they removed the audience.
And they did the thing again that we hated so much last cycle, where they've already deliberated and decided who's going home.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So this is just...
a pointless exercise for us to sit through.
Yeah. So they're going to cut based on the photo shoot. Kyla is first.
A thing that by the time we got here, I forgot they had done.
Yep. They each get one of the 3 colors, which seems suspicious.
Yes.
So Kyla's first, Blue Cloud, which is the best set.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she looks great in this photo, though.
I don't either.
I think the hair is so weird,
Mm-hmm.
and her boobs look wild.
This is the best setup, but I don't think the camera was correctly positioned.
Correct.
I also think that she took chin down too far.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Because you look at this, and look, the wigs are the wiggiest wig that ever wigged.
Yeah.
But you literally look at this and just see the part line and nothing else.
Yeah.
Mm.
Did this remind anyone else of the natural disaster 10 feet
Oh,
tall?
yeah.
I got the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My natural disaster, Suds.
And then they say, I don't remember who it was. I think it's Tyra. She looks like a dirty girl that needs to get her booty washed out by cloud soap.
That sure was Tyra.
Sure was.
Her booty washed out?
And that's where my opening quote came from, because Ashley responded, "What a description!"
But yeah, I think like there are elements of this photo that are cool, but I don't think it's Kyla that's cool.
I think part of my reaction to it is how they fall out of their chairs over it.
Yeah.
And I just don't see that.
But I think she played them by tilting her chin down.
Yeah.
Eventually that chin's going to be like at her
Glued
waist.
to her
because
chest. Christiana's next.
I, unironically, love this photo.
Adorable.
Yeah. Her legs look amazing in
Her
this
legs
photo.
look amazing.
The styling, I think, really works for her.
I
And
wish the wig weren't literally jumping off of her head.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I get it. But the makeup and her expression
Mm-hmm.
and the way her hands are actually pretty delicately placed on the phone.
Yeah.
And
This feels like a person who has seen a Doris Day movie and gets the
Yes.
reference.
yeah.
Everyone but Law likes this. And Law tanks Christiana in this moment.
Law is crazy for this critique.
Looks like Kyla's drunk older sister because they're both in blonde.
I do not get the critique. I don't see drunk a
At
little
all.
bit. Also, she is 10 years older.
Yeah.
Or she is. Tyra did a Kelly story that I thought kind of made sense.
Yeah.
Where she's like, it's like you're all at the slumber party and he called.
That was cute.
Yeah. And that is kind of the story. Like, this to me, this is not the first picture in a spread.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I think it was meant to be the first picture in the spread.
No.
The blue shot was supposed to be the first picture in the spread, but this is an amazing second or third shot if you're flipping through.
And
I think she would have been also way better served without that necklace.
yes.
I literally didn't even realize that was a necklace. I thought
I
it was
know,
like
I
a
had to
weird
close
part of
up.
the dress.
Mhm.
Yeah, but also what I find suspicious is they clearly didn't choose everyone's best shots. They
Mhm.
chose based on the color and only one person because we heard they were falling out over her blue shot.
Her clouds. Mm-hmm.
And I still don't think it's that bad.
It's my favorite of the three. I'm going to say it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then Gina's shot. Ooh.
I will say, the setup of answering a tiny phone on a giant phone is very fun to me.
Yes.
I think part of this was the makeup.
Mm-hmm.
The lip color they gave Gina washes her out.
Disappears
in
her
a
mouth.
Weird way.
Mm-hmm. Mouth is gone.
Why did she not get a blonde wig though?
This wig is also too big for her.
Yes.
It's sitting way too low.
Everything's too big for her. Look at these shoes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and because it's this dark brunette, nearly black wig, you can't see the cool glasses. You can only see one of the two lenses, where on a blonde one you would have seen it, which would have made this look a little less weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks so teeny tiny. She's never looked smaller.
Mm-hmm.
I do love the giant acrylic clear bangle they put on
Oh,
her.
my lord. This giant ice cube.
Yeah.
And the girls are fighting.
Mm.
This felt real.
Oh, this was real.
It was.
Because Drew's basically saying it wasn't working. Gina couldn't do it. And Law's like, well, she did it, though. And it's like, okay, but I was there. I hated it. And he's like, well, you could have come to set. And he's like, well, I wasn't invited. He's like, you were always invited.
It was very specifically, you were welcome to come.
Mm-hmm.
It really seemed like these two people do not respect each other.
No.
I have a feeling they're always on the opposite sides of arguments, and they're just tired of fighting.
Mm.
That's what the energy of this gave me, was that they were just so tired of the other person. It's like when you have someone who is deliberately confrontational with you, so you know if you say any opinion about anything, they're always going to devil's advocate.
Right. Yeah.
So you're just like, well, why do I say anything? Why do I have an opinion on anything? Mm-hmm. And I think the two of them see each other in that light.
So then Christiana was eliminated, which I only feels like they did this so there is a clear path for the person that won the Pantene ad to win.
Yeah, this was so that the winner could win.
And because they don't give an explanation as to why Christiana is eliminated, it makes it seem like Law got to decide.
Or Philip got to decide a little bit too.
Okay, can I tell you guys, I have a misplaced memory. First of all, I did not remember that she got eliminated randomly, so she's officially third.
I didn't either.
That. But also, I remember Pline being on the final panel and him talking crap about Christiana here. Which is, and in my head, I was like, oh, he directly caused this. But I was like, no, it's actually very indirect.
Indirectly.
And it's just such a shame because here's the thing. Truly, and I mean this no shade to Gina, she's been a pretty decently photographic model the entire time.
Yeah.
If the top two of Kyla and Christiana would have been one of those Danny, Joni top twos where you're just happy with either.
Yes.
And Gina is going to get, 7 more minutes on this show? That's just going to be character assassination.
And she knows it. She stands there making no facial expression.
They want this to be Carrie D. V. Melrose. And they're just not.
No.
So
I'll do Christiana's update at the end because we have so little time.
It is nice to hear her say here that she's going to be walking for 2 brands in New York Fashion Week that have never had a curvy model before.
I love that
Phil.
She's like, I guess I did win 6 prizes.
And like
I guess I got jobs out of this.
Yeah, the more realer prizes, let's be honest.
Yeah. She's just stealing Pantene from the house as she's back, and she's like, I can take $100,000 of this.
She needs all the 3-minute miracles. We are then going to evaluate your runway and body of work.
Before that happens, we need to say hello because someone else just left. And I know this happened in real time because Kyla and Gina are so confused. So funny.
I also love that once again the collage recenters the last 2 models.
It was so weird to have the models be able to see the runway that they just did.
Yeah. It's so odd. And the thing is, too, is you realize not so much the runway, but Christiana would have been the winner if you'd done the body of work thing.
Of course.
That's why she had to be gone.
She had to be eliminated.
But then they do something they've never done before to my memory, because every other cycle, they've shown a couple of specific shoots, and they've been like, okay, here's the blank shoot. Here's Gina. Here's Kyla.
1-to-1 comparison.
Nope. We just see like 3 of Gina's, and then we get the Kyla parade of success.
I disagree. I mean, we do get that, but I think we get 3 Kylas and Gina's 3 plus 3 more.
They don't feel like they're talking about any specific Gina photos.
Yes.
Oh, I did write my note backwards. I wrote, "Wow, we see a lot more of Gina's portfolio." But either way, it was.
But they're not talking about it though.
They wanted Gina to look worse, basically.
It's like Tyra was like, "Insert montage here." Like, there's no specific critique.
No.
Except of her character and child handling abilities.
This infuriated me.
Yeah.
I left this episode on Gina's side because Law, and he does get some pushback, to be fair.
Yeah.
Law says that Gina seems like the kind of person who would run into a burning building to save a Chanel bag over a child. That we have never gotten materialistic from Gina.
No, she wants to be a friend for people on the app.
Yeah.
But this is also someone who's come from such dire straits that they want to succeed so they don't go back to that.
I'm sorry. That is a tremendously cruel thing to say someone who was abused in the foster system.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, Chanel bag, swear. Gina barely has clothes.
I'm sorry. If they wanted a villain like this, make the top two Christina.
Right?
She was right there.
Yeah.
Christina would have pushed that child off, for sure.
Or just, swap spirits.
Yeah.
What a weird lore we've created for Christina.
But then also to pretend, to have this pageantry of who's going to win, the person who was eliminated twice recently, or the person that had the best Pantene ad.
Yeah.
I thought it was very strange also that they kept referring to Kyla as a blank canvas. Because Kyla brings so much.
And also is pretty specific.
Yeah.
They got rid of Young. They got rid of Too Chill. They got rid of Activist even.
Yeah.
She's now just, and this is what infuriates me, because we have a private panel, whatever. We know Kyla wins. At the end of the day, you got rid of age, weight, you're not looking at color or whatever. But at the end of the day, you crowned the 20-year-old, light-skinned, biracial, thin model.
Which is something where if you read the interviews after she left that she felt compelled to address.
She did.
Yeah.
Where she's like, I feel like it's weird that I won.
I'm not blaming Kyla, obviously. It's just
but I'm saying
weird.
it's so egregious that the person inside of it sees it, even though the show doesn't.
Yes.
The funniest thing to me is that, and this is a problem with Top Model having sponsors. We have seen some winners that seem like they were destined to win because there was an agenda from the show. They really wanted a plus-size winner.
Yeah.
And I almost said they wanted a plus-size Whitney. And Whitney was destined to win. However you feel about her, it was very clear
they needed a plus-size winner at that time.
Yes.
And they've done that with multiple contestants. Some cycles it feels like there was someone who, like, because of a specific thing about themselves, they were going to win. And I feel like Christiana was there.
Yes.
To be both old and plus-sized. And then she was successful and well-liked. And I was like, what? Why didn't, beyond a sponsor, you want to crown her?
Especially when in the edit of the cycle, you gave us almost nothing of your eventual winner.
They can't even cobble a story at the end of the show. This whole thing about purpose, that was something she said when she was 18.
And I feel bad for Kyla.
Yes.
Because the glimpses that we have gotten of her, interesting, funny,
like
fun,
Kyla.
passionate. Yeah. And is clearly gonna do well in the modeling world, spoiler alert.
And has taken some great photos. But, like, you had the winner there that you clearly wanted from the description of the season. And then to just shove Kyla into the winner spot.
It also set Kyla up for so much online hatred.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's the internet for you.
Yeah.
And I think revisionist, more people are like on the Kyla train now.
Yeah, that's me. Because I remember at the time, I was very upset that Christiana did not win.
Yeah.
But I think that the show sets you up to feel that way.
Yeah, of course.
And this was before I was watching more critically, even though it wasn't that long ago. I was just, drunk at my
Enjoying
friend's
the show.
house having a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have to do a podcast on it.
But yeah, I feel like the show has created, you should feel bad for Christiana because Christiana should be the winner because of everything the show has done to tell us that.
They gave her such a favorable edit.
And they created drama.
Yeah.
Like,
But One of my backup quotes to end the private panel was they were talking about Kyla, and then Ashley Graham in her last great moment goes, but here's the flip side, Gina. Have you thought, Gina?
We get no Tyra photo. Instead, we get a panel selfie where Kyla is told to be in the middle, and instead Law refuses to move.
Here, I want to give it up for Gina, who is super classy on the runway.
Yeah. Yes.
Has a great response, is very gracious with Kyla, not giving them anything for this narrative they've created about her. And then the selfie that has too many hands.
Yeah. One of Drew's best photos, though.
Yeah. Also, the last Gina thing I want to say was, where did they get this talking head from?
She addresses it. She addressed it recently.
Uh-huh. I love that her final line on the show officially is, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Which turns out a little hypocritical, as we'll find out.
We also get, I wasn't sure if we were going to get one, a credits montage.
That, if you had not watched, would make you think that Christiana had won.
Yes, because it's all about how
we get
great...
a more likable Christiana montage.
And the only Gina footage we see is her looking pissed.
Lurking Gina.
But yeah, Christiana's just a clumsy doof, apparently. All right. A lot of updates on these three.
Great.
Let's start with Christiana Kazakova.
Oh my god, sorry. It's our last updates. Keep going, sorry.
In 2017, so before the show, she created the Real Catwalk, which I'll talk a little bit more about because there's an interesting casting thing about that. That's a series of fashion shows to celebrate all sizes and ethnicities. The shows have taken place in New York City and in London. In 2018, she teamed up with photographer Peter DeVito to create More Than Just a Trend. And that photo series addressed stereotypes about gender, diversity, sexuality. Mm-hmm. She signed on with One Management, Natural Models LA, Model Work, spelled the fun way, Bridge Models, and Nomad Management, and has appeared in ads for Warner's, Aerie, Ellos, Skims, Target, Khloe Kardashian, hello, Good American. She was also Playboy November 2020's Playmate.
Yeah.
Ooh. And you can see her in the background of a lot of SNL sketches, and I have seen her before, which is very funny. Working background who is working. Some fun trivia about her is she had some of the most challenge. I think she's tied for the most challenge wins in a respective cycle. She won 6 out of 11.
Nice.
Jesus.
And that I figured this out. No one reports this. I did this math myself. In 9 of the 12 episodes that had a call out, she was first or second.
Wow.
Does she have one of the best averages?
Yeah, we'll get there in just a sec. Trivia-wise, she was the third model that was born in Russia, following Natasha and Anya.
Mm-hmm.
What a great group.
Coincidentally, all 3 of them made it to the finals. So
Russians apparently winning.
Yep. She was also the third plus-size contestant from Europe after Kasha and Louise Watts from the British Invasion cycle. So here is the top 6 by call-out average. Christiana, obviously. Sure. Gina, Rio, Kyla, Shanice Aaron.
Aaron's wild.
It is, but also...
No, that's fucked up because of the everyone got a first call out.
Yeah. I mean, I did have to play around with that math a little bit, but either way,
sure.
But also, it kind of makes me feel bad for Rio.
Yeah.
I think there's a part of me that would have preferred a Christiana, Rio, Kyla top 3. I don't know. It felt more competitive.
I mean, I want Christina in there, but that's just a personal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's for funsies.
Yeah.
For podcasting purposes.
Yeah. This is from Christiana's official website. And most of her stuff is just her first name. Sometimes she capitalizes the next to last A, so it's Christiana.
Maybe it's so people say it correctly, Tyra Banks.
Maybe. She realized she wanted to start a conversation about inclusivity and the true diversity of beauty. Her new attitude towards life led her to being scouted by Michelle Mock, the casting director for Top Model. Michelle asked Christiana to audition by modeling a bikini somewhere, quote, unusual. Using that prompt, Christiana thought she wanted to do it in the most crowded place she could think of, Times Square. And that's where she did her first activism thing, which drew mainstream media attention. So technically, Michelle Mock created some of Christiana's activism.
Wow.
Which is fascinating. It's also fascinating that she was kind of accidentally using her, not accidentally, she was literally using her shoot to get her on Top Model, and then was on Top Model after auditioning for Top Model kind of made her famous. It's a very weird timeline.
Yeah.
A few months later, she got together with 6 other people to put on a small demo in the heart of Times Square. She called it Beauty Revised, based on an event around the idea that beauty standards need to be revised to be more inclusive, and those who took part fell across different spectrums of beauty, including a gay man, a trans woman, petite models, curvy models, and more.
I think she's also had like disabled models and yeah.
And this laid the groundwork for what she would do next. And yeah, that was the first real catwalk. And the first real catwalk after that thing had 30 different models walking, and it just continued to grow. Her Instagram is Christiana, fashion plus humor plus depth.
Equals volume.
Yep. That's a 3-minute miracle. At The Real Catwalk Creator and One Management and Natural Models LA. Her Drew interview. This is very surprising to me. She said growing up, she had no girlfriends, super shy, introverted, and Drew is gooped. He's like, but you seemed like you wanted to be friends with everyone. She's like, yeah, I didn't have any.
Yeah, I could see a world where Christiana is seen as like the weird one.
And she talked about bully stuff, so she was just so good at it.
Yeah.
She wants friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he asked who's the first person after the show you think you'll like want to keep that friendship going with. And she says Gina. She says, Gina and me had a ton in common. I think we can have a really like good friendship after this. And she's like, after her, Kyla, I guess.
Wow.
I don't know if she said the I guess, but that was the energy of it.
They do have a lot in common.
I did see some photos of them together on the internet.
I worry about how harsh the editing was on Gina when we hear a bunch of these Where Are Thee Nows, and obviously we're about to get to Gina's update, which is very heavily about her edit. But I think those conversations we saw were like better than they were edited.
Yeah.
And then here's remember the stick a pin in it phone chart thing?
Mm-hmm.
So Drew brought up the phone call with her mother, and she says, well, we were having that phone issue in the house, so I hadn't gotten to talk to her as much as I expected. I think the phone had messed up and was not working for people, and those were some kind of phone card instruction codes that they were trying to use. I think they were instructions, not schedules.
Wow.
Interesting.
Because the way she says it makes it sound like phones didn't work, and that's why I don't think we got phone booth stuff.
That is ridiculous.
Like, that's something that you should know how to do. You've been doing this show forever.
But also, hand over a cell phone and watch them make the call.
Also, yeah, in some cycles, the cell phone plugged in has been the phone.
Yeah.
Oppo.
And then she really came for Philip Line and said, I'm sorry, I can't not jiggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
that's having a body.
Yeah.
He wants
That's the last thing I want cross-stitched.
I can't not jiggle.
He wants a hanger.
Yeah.
He wants a sexy hanger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and but the Drew interview was really pleasant. Otherwise, a lot of the normal stuff, and like I said earlier, as Shanice, she was like, Kyla horny. So, all right, let's get into Gina Turner. Woo! Stretch it out, everybody, because this is an update from 5 days ago. Woo, woo! Here's a fun trivia fact. She's officially, and I think this is for all of Top Model in every country, is officially the model who got eliminated the most because she technically got eliminated 3 times. I would say I would love that fun fact if that was me. Can't stop eliminating me, baby. She's at Gina Turner with over 200,000 followers. Her bio reads fashion model, mother, model, mogul. Very Tyra Banks of her, in my opinion. But she puts ANTM 24 runner-up. Then out under it, Dark Side of Reality TV at Vice TV premieres November 19th. With the time of this recording, it was 5 days ago. And she's the owner and wig designer of House of Anamali. Before we get to the dark side of reality TV, which is kind of my closer, let's talk about her wig company. From the website, it was established in 2020 by bald fashion model and alopecia advocate Gina Turner, and has evolved into a global personalized mail-to-order experience of wigs, hair pieces, and hair extensions. And according to this, she was diagnosed at age 12 and then was frustrated by an industry that seemed dominated by non-wig wearers telling wig wearers how to wear a wig. Very hard sentence to say.
Yeah.
And then it said that she started taking up wig making and customization then. And I don't know if this is just weirdly written or if she was doing this when she was 12. And she says just because you wear a wig doesn't mean it has to be, quote, wiggy. And it can be like an undetectable thing. And the House of Animali was born with an intention to change the stigma, and it moved to LA in 2020. This, and now she also works with unique hair concepts for their high-end wigs as well.
Nice.
She's participated as a model in Supermodel Unlimited magazine's YOLO, You Only Live Once, which was a runway show and benefit for the Trevor Project. And she was modeling alongside Laura Kirkpatrick.
Oh.
That's fun.
Because they're both tiny.
Yeah. Before we get into the dark side of reality TV stuff, this really recontextualizes, and some things she'll say in her Drew interview as well. I think wigs were more important to Gina than the show gave that credit for.
Yeah.
I think there were also something that she was making them. She was trying to erase stigma of wearing wigs. And it really puts a sour taste in my mouth now that I have all this additional context that they were like, all of that is the wrong way to feel.
And they replaced her real lifelong activism with a faux activism that they chose because it made a better story.
Well, and until the end, they just continued to put her in bad wigs. Until the end. They also put her in a bad wig for the runway video. But, they seemingly were obviously not caring about, as we know, about how to put on wigs and, the way wigs should look and be styled. So, and it wasn't until Pantene brought in real wigs.
And then there's a clip that has already been released. I mean, the whole episode has been released.
Right.
So there's been this, I think, 10-episode series called Dark Side of Reality TV. The final episode was America's Next Top Model because they said this was the big one.
Yeah.
Other episodes have included, listen to this list, y'all. The Swan.
Yes.
Kid Nation.
Yes.
Joe Millionaire. The Surreal Life. Hell's Kitchen. Extreme Makeover Home Edition. Survivor. Real Housewives. Toddlers and Tiaras, and then ANTM.
I don't think all of these have dark sides. Or, let me rephrase, I don't think some of those have light sides.
Yeah, I don't think anyone thought The Swan was healthy.
Also, leave Kid Nation alone.
Where's I Want to Marry Harry?
It premiered on September 3rd, 2024. It's currently available streaming on Hulu, but who knows with Hulu how long that'll be. They'll probably not be true by the time this episode's out. There's a clip shared exclusively with People where Gina confesses in the docuseries that she, quote, wasn't ready to model bald. And these are some of her quotes. I wouldn't even run down my driveway to the mailbox if I didn't have my hair on. Like I really wasn't ready to be shaven like that on TV. And then to be told, walk around like that, and you have to believe it's beautiful. What if I didn't? I obviously didn't think it was beautiful. I was covering it up with wigs. And then she explained the person who's in charge, like one of the producers, also said that they used an interview about her being suicidal and upset as a response to her being sad over losing a challenge. So one of her many things where she was upset was actually about suicidal ideation, and they just used it flippantly as a thing about being sad over a challenge.
I get where the show would be coming from, right? In telling the story of bald, beautiful, flawsomeness.
Yeah.
But because they don't provide the psychological support, you can't just tell someone, think beauty. It's like saying, stop crying.
I want to give her a lot of grace for the trauma that she was clearly trying to work through while going through the steps of the reality television show. I think sometimes she directed her feelings in unhelpful ways.
Yes.
But I don't know that in the moment I would do any better.
Yes. I'm not blaming Gina, but you had to know this is what they were going to do.
She still gave them some talking heads unedited that were easy to manipulate.
And also, I'm saying like the bald
thing. Yeah.
That was, of course, what they were going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's some... So let's end on some slightly lighter but also revealing stuff. Here's a random thing I thought was, because people talk about this a lot. In August 2020, Gina claimed that Kyla was a bully during the show in a comment under a post by Lisa D'Amato.
Oh my God.
Well, fully cursed content.
Her Drew interview, she auditioned for the first guy and girl cycle.
Oh my God. Could you imagine?
When Marvin met Gina.
Whoa.
And then... Y'all, Drew Elliott says, what would be your advice for future contestants? I mean, there won't be any, but she goes, be selfish, stay selfish.
See, but she does know. This is why, like,
she's given them stuff.
She's giving it. Our critique of her is valid because she did give this.
Yeah.
This is actually a person that there's nuance. There's a lot of shades.
So many nuances.
And then now this is the shaved head thing. This is the final piece of this puzzle. She claims that she had become vegan to battle the autoimmune disease. And when they shaved her head, that was the most hair she had since like 12. So that's why it was particularly challenging for her. She was like, I thought it might be growing back.
Yeah.
So, and in case you're wondering, dear listeners, if we're going to watch that episode of Dark Sides of Reality, we probably will, but like we're not planning on making
That's what this whole podcast is
always
been about.
We went really in depth on the dark side of America's Next Top Model.
Hey y'all, instead of 45 minutes on Hulu, do you want to list it over 300 episodes about it?
Seems like Vice
point you towards the most traumatic ones if you'd like.
Yeah, seems like Vice should have contacted Miss Podleadum.
Ring, ring, hello.
Can you imagine if we were all just there for like one quote or two, shrouded in like a shade, voice changed?
But you still know it's me because I go, ugh.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Our winner, our final Cycle 24 winner, Kyla Coleman. Instagram is Kyla So Rad.
Nerd.
Over 110,000 followers. Just like, okay, you'll find that there's a friendship between Kyla and Cora, and they share a similar sense of humor, because remember how Cora listed herself as a restaurant? Kyla lists herself as a circus.
All eyes on her at the
center of a ring.
Yep. And then it's just her agencies and emojis in the bio. And the emojis are heart with arrow, alien, rainbow, butterfly, star, meteor, rose.
Meteor always is meatball.
The pretty ones.
Yeah. Here's some trivia. She is currently, assuming there's not another America's Next Top Model cycle, the youngest winner by date of birth.
Oh, wow. Oh, I guess so.
She's the second winner from Washington State. The first was India. So all VH1 said, West Coast, baby. She's currently repped by Heffman Management, The Society, Photogenics, and Elite in Paris, Milan, London, and Barcelona.
Jeez.
So she just listed as Elite World. Here, get ready. Here is her bio from the Photogenics site. Growing up in the suburbs of Washington, Kyla embraced the typical childhood pastime of sports. Channeling her love for fashion by creatively reviving thrift store finds, she would piece together looks for her and her friends to wear at dodgy underground concerts.
At night, she did have fun.
Post-university, she stumbled into the world of modeling, transforming her life. And that's the mention of Top Model.
Wow.
Stumbled into the world of modeling. Not a single one of her websites mentions ANTM.
She's way more successful than the show at this point.
Yeah. She was featured in the music video for Dua Lipa's Don't Start Now, and she has modeled for Urban Outfitters, Valentino, Diesel, Calvin Klein, Off-White, Numero Netherlands, La Official Mexico, Skims, Armani Exchange, Alexander Wang, ID Magazine, Tommy Hilfiger X Zendaya, Dolls Kill, Vogue Italia, Vogue Hong Kong, and it just goes on and on and on.
Vogue Hong Kong was this year.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm so glad that my twin appeared in that list.
Yep. And she had a podcast, fellow podcaster, in 2019 called Not So Glamorous, The True Life of Models. Other top model people that appeared in episodes include Isis, India, and several. Cora was basically the co-host.
Nice.
But she was so quiet. How could she host a podcast?
And then Drew interview, a shorter one. It was interesting that she even got one.
'Cause India didn't get one last year.
Nope. She says 2 things that I think are wonderful takeaways. She says, the best people to listen to are the people that are on your side.
Mm-hmm.
And then she says that she wanted to grow as what she wanted to be, not what she thought she had to be. And she says the show scouted her on Instagram, and she then applied, and she got the phone call while she was running in a downpour. And she says, I shit my pants. And then I said, I got to my car, confirmed I was on, and then I shit my pants again. And this is the funniest thing that Drew Elliott's ever heard. That man falls over laughing at this.
I saw an EW interview with her that was her post-win interview. And they open it by going, hey, how are you? And she goes, oh, sorry, I got to turn this down. I'm watching Fresh Prince.
Could you imagine being Drew Elliott and all season long being told that Kyla is the funniest person they've ever met, and then he meets her and is like, I've laughed. This is what laughter and happiness is.
And then he's asked, like, who are no one else got asked this that I recall, but who are supermodel folks? And she says, she would truly be friends with us, I think, but she says, I love the Tyra show. Then she said, I love Naomi Campbell, Slick Woods, which may appreciate a lesser, not lesser known, but lesser talked about.
Yeah.
And Giselle. And then her answers for those quick rapid fires were that Gina was the horniest. Who knows? And that Cora was the funniest because besties for life, baby.
I love that Kyla finally ended the argument that the internet wants to cancel me for, that Tyra is not a good model, that she is a TV host.
I also wanted to bring up from what I read about her, JW.
Sure.
I don't know if I'm like horning in on your territory if you're about to bring this up.
I've done so much update, please.
Because we talk about this all the time. We've said it a bunch that they get offered a contract with Next Management. Kyla turned it down. Kyla said no to Next and chose to go with a more boutique agency that would prioritize her, which is probably one of the reasons why she is so successful.
Yeah.
She made a smart business decision.
She didn't want to work with
age.
Jared.
I think she took that Pantene money and was like, let's give it a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you want to work with Jared Blackwell, who doesn't know what his job is?
But I love hearing about a winner who refused one of the prizes. I think it's so cool.
I think, I really came away from this cycle. I think a Kyla victory was totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I get it. Christiana seems like she's doing great. So I'm not mad about it.
Interesting as a viewer and podcaster. My feelings about Christiana from first watch to now haven't changed. She's delightful. A delightful human. I thought so then. I think so now. One of the most fun, sweetest, goofiest contestants ever on the show, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Kyla, I only remembered resenting that she won.
Mm-hmm.
And on a rewatch, I'm like, this person is also funny, interesting, goofy, thoughtful, gorgeous, capable of being a really great model.
But I also wonder if that's because of the method of what we do, of like having to sit here and really analyze.
Mm-hmm.
Got that in a way that I don't think we did or would get that just watching the show in a normal way.
Yeah, if you didn't know that you had to really look for it, you wouldn't see it.
And then these after interviews also like...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I even wonder, Lex, to that point, but going one step further, I wonder if now we had 23 cycles of trickery that we had learned.
Mm-hmm.
If we had just watched 24 first, would we have not seen it quite as much?
Right.
Because now we know all of Top Model's shenanigans.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're detectives now. We've got all the clues.
I told you, Mr. Policeman. I gave you all the clues.
Oh, fuck.
Y'all.
So, don't worry, listeners. We're going to do a final 3 episodes to end out our year. A mailbag, a bonus mailbag, and 2 episodes because you guys gave us so much so much content.
Yeah,
so much response to the polls.
Thank you. It's closed now, but thank you to everyone who did the polls and
how excited you were about it.
Truly some fascinating results. At this point in recording, Hannah, Jane, and Lex have not seen it yet, and I'm very excited to compile my final Top Model math because y'all had opinions and also surprises.
So you have those to look forward to for the rest of this year.
Including Christmas Day.
Yeah, you get a Christmas surprise. It worked out so... it's wild. It is wild that it worked out so perfectly that season 24 ends on the last Wednesday of 2024, and it just happened that we already were doing Wednesday. We've always done Wednesdays.
Oh, yeah.
It ended up being Christmas. It's wild. The universe that Hulu Twink has created for us.
I just can't believe that we have covered every single episode of this show.
Yeah, did it hit y'all I know we'll talk about it more, but we'll just save it for this episode. When I finished my note taking and my Where Are They Now, which I usually do right afterwards while it's fresh, and I closed my laptop, I had that moment where I was like, I watched all of Top Model.
Yeah. I had a little lie down.
Yeah. I had a little snack.
But you can still rate and review the show. The show's not going away. The show's there. More people are going to listen to it. And perfect, because then we get ad money.
Oh my God, did we just create, what's it called when someone... You know how they tell people to write low content books so you just have passive income? We have passive income now. Oh.
We're gay tenant landlords. Content landlords. So yeah, you can rate, review, and subscribe. I mean, subscribe. Yeah. Who knows what comes down the feed to this podcast? So you can still tag Podleadum wherever you want using hashtag Podleadum. You can find me anywhere. Blue Skyin, everywhere. Blue Skyin, Skeeting.
I should have gone on Blue Sky and taken Yet Charming.
I'm too quick. I literally...
though, you would have respected the heck out of me if I had done that to you.
A power move.
Sure.
Then for Christmas, I give you your username.
No, I made sure to get a invite from a D&D game player that I played with to make sure that I got
early
that
adopter, baby.
Blue Sky handle. Yeah. But yeah, you can find me anywhere. Playing video games on PlayStation at Yet Charming.
I'm pretty much just mostly on Instagram at Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And see what becomes of JW at JW_Crump on Instagram.
So, for Podleadum, I have been Lex Basile Price.
I'll be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
I'm JW Crump.
And we'll see you on top.
Podleadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.